This video tutorial is all about clubs and mace and how they're interconnected. In the last 5 years, the steel mace has become very popular. However, prior to the steel mace becoming such a novel tool, the clubs were pretty practical, and Coach Mark Wildman, whose shirt I'm rocking today, I know a lot of you guys have found me via Coach Mark Wildman, he and I have been training with heavy clubs for about 15 years, so our combined experience is about 30 years of club swinging. So today, I really want to break down some families of exercises, specifically the front swing, and how that can be mapped to working with steel mace and also mapped to working with the kettlebell. So the most common tool out of the three is definitely the kettlebell. So we'll start with front swings, just a simple heave pattern and pitch. So working with kettlebell, you'll notice, just look at the form, and you can try along at home, grab your kettlebell, just place it right between your 2 feet, create a hip hinge, come down and capture the kettlebell here with a full grip conformation, shoulders packed, crown to coccyx alignment. So you'll see I've got space between chin and chest. And then you can start by just lifting the kettlebell up, and then start with just driving your kettlebell between the legs. If you're familiar with swings, great. You can also start by just standing up, driving back, maintaining shoulder pack and crown to coccyx alignment, and driving up, eventually moving into a swing, propelling the kettlebell from the force of the glutes, keeping grip conformation, keeping crown to coccyx alignment, and at the top of your swing, really engaging the glutes, deep inner core and lats. So we've got our kettlebell swing. Now, how does that translate into a heavy club swing? So we've got a couple of different options here. The most obvious transition would be to do a two-handed swing with this is a 15-pound club or club bell. So when gripping your club, make sure that your wrist is married to the ball, and your wrist has to be in inversion in order to achieve this. You've got to have some level of wrist mobility here. So find your grip conformation, all 5 fingers wrapped around your club, find your shoulder pack, and then start with just making a perfectly straight line down the barrel of the club, packing the shoulders by drawing your scapula down and back, and then really turning on and firing your glutes, so pushing hard outward as if you had like a band around your thighs. And then find a little tap, similar to how you did with this when we had the kettlebell. Drive up, and tap and hold. Drive up, tap and hold. Eventually take the tap away. The next progression is moving from a kettlebell swing into capturing the club in order position. Bring the mace to center to prepare for swing. Cast, swing through the legs, capture, order. So notice I'm moving from center line over to this shoulder. So for me, it's my left shoulder, and the globe, or the knob rather, is just right in line with my forearm. Move to center, preparing for swing, cast, swing, and catch. Center, cast, swing, pull it over onto this side. A common misalignment is for this shoulder to sneak down and forward. Ensure that your scapula is in a neutral position. Next progression, cast, swing, order. Angle your club towards your shoulder, park the club on the meaty part or the fleshy part of your upper trap, and then drive your elbows together as you find a hip hinge, squat and stand, and then pull with leverage your club back to the guard position. Find your center line, swing, capture, leverage on the load down, find the hip hinge, and continue to make it fluid, visiting all of those landmarks briefly when you start to move it into more flow. So if I was to take out my little bus stops, I would look something like this. Using varied breathing techniques. For this one, I'm breathing out on the down phase. Flow level breath. So for sake of time, I'm just going to be demoing on the one side because I want to show you how these cross-pollinate with other steel mace exercises. So here I have my 7-pound mace. You'll notice the difference in height here. The 10 is quite a bit longer. And so I'm going to prioritize just using my 7-pounder, the short one. So imagine I had another mace in the hand. So we can start with a single-handed swing, tapping the mace on the floor, driving up. I don't want to hit the edge of the mat there, so I drive down, find my shoulder pack, engage the glutes, engage the outer line, crown to coccyx alignment, drive up. Eventually, I can capture my mace in order or reverse guard position, propel the mace forward, cat swing catch. I've got so much precision that I'm not afraid of hitting that kettlebell because I'm traveling in a perfectly straight path every single time. And then if I wanted to take that into Steel Mace Vinyasa, which allows us to train with a bit more complexity, making more compound exercises, I could do a front swing into a tactical lunge with a horizontal overhead press, return back to the starting position, cast swing, capture, tactical lunge, horizontal overhead press, maybe drop swing, or a partial drop swing. So let's get a bit more dynamic and visit the yoga asana that would be most suited to combine if we are to do a HIIT workout. So generally in a HIIT workout, you're performing 4 to 5 exercises, really drilling them for time, and then you visit your loaded asana at the end. So the loaded asana I'll present to you. We can try our front swing to tactical lunge, and then press and spiral the back foot down and come into our warrior one position with leverage. So I can drill the tactical lunge into my warrior one asana, just really allowing the back hip flexor to get a nice stretch. It's really great for decompensation after all that hip flexor work in the swings. If I was to take this into a vinyasa sequence, I would press the mace up, inhale, exhale, hinge forward, plant the mace on the earth, inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Of course, I'm abbreviating my yoga flow for brevity here. Up dog, down dog. And then let's say I wanted to integrate my mace into flow, pull it to the sternum, find my prayer position. I've got options here. I've got two-handed torch. I've got horizontal overhead press. I've got drop swings within the asana. And then when I'm ready, I can come into my flow, vinyasa flow sequence and perform it on the opposite side. So there you have it. You can see the correlation between kettlebell swings, heavy club swings, steel mace vinyasa swings, and then tying it all together with the loaded asana. Hope you learned a little something new and hope that you get curious and start to explore movement from different lenses. And please comment below. I'd love to hear how it goes. If you have any questions, it's really awesome to keep interacting with you guys in this YouTube community. We'll see you at the FlowShala Virtual Studio very soon.